Welcome back. We've kept our non-stop focus on the swearing-in ceremony that took place last evening. The Prime Minister was sworn in as the PM for a third consecutive time, a historic feat indeed. Let's also talk about the foreign dignitaries who've been in attendance. And as a follow-up, we're learning now Union Minister Jaishankar is interacting with Sri Lanka President Ranil Wickremesinghe. He was also in attendance as far as the oath-taking ceremony yesterday is concerned. In fact, we did see visuals also from the dinner that was in fact hosted by President Draupadi Murmu, and to one side of the Prime Minister was the Maldives President Muizzu, and towards his right was the Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe. And as a follow-up now, the Union Minister Jaishankar can be seen holding this meeting. It's a meet and greet, or perhaps certain diplomatic issues also put on the table taking place between the two leaders. Remember, Union Minister Jaishankar once again has made it to the cabinet of Modi 3.0. Whether or not he's going to once again be handed over the responsibility of External Affairs Ministry remains to be seen still. But that's what optics do suggest. If we go by these visuals, or perhaps he's doing it in his capacity as the former EAM. Let me go across to Abhishek Jha joining us with more details. Abhishek, over to you. What are you learning about this meeting that's ongoing between the Sri Lankan President and Union Minister Jaishankar?
Well, Jaishankar has been at the forefront of foreign policy. He's been steering entire, foreign policy way it has been in neighborhood or maybe European countries or in other aspects. So in that context, we have to see these meetings. These world leaders who have come for the swearing-in ceremony of Prime Minister Modi, they have already had a one-on-one meeting with Prime Minister Modi last night after or around the banquet that the President Murmu had hosted in their honor. And now External Affairs Minister Jaishankar is also having a call on to these leaders. Muizzu, the Maldives President, has already had a meeting with him. Now Sheikh Hasina, the Bangladeshi Prime Minister, is also having a meeting with him. So, of course, as you suggested, that the optics clearly hints that probably External Affairs Ministry will connect with Jaishankar because he has been a kind of successful and he has been much appreciated all across. But we'll have to wait for certainty, because maybe in a few hours from now there will be a list out that will describe which portfolios has gone to which ministers after the swearing-in ceremony.
Okay, that's the big question really. Will it once again be Jaishankar who's going to be in charge of the External Affairs Ministry? That's something that we're watching out for still, but interesting visuals continue to come in of the interaction between the two leaders. Abhishek, the invitation to the oath-taking ceremony, the subsequent banquet can also be seen as an affirmation of India's neighborhood-first policy against the backdrop of some prickly issues with some of the neighbors. And I'm not in particular talking about Sri Lanka in this case, but it does hold true for Maldives, for instance.
Well, we had seen in the last couple of years there was some ups and downs with the Sri Lankan nation and the bilateral terms because of the Chinese influence or the increasing dominance in the Sri Lankan polity of China. But ever since that economic and political turmoil, which ultimately pushed Ranil Wickremesinghe at the top post in Sri Lanka, and India's continued support of millions of dollars of not only money or the credit line, but also the essential food commodities that were sent by India and the state of Tamil Nadu. That has created kind of a very close partnership, and that we can see, and India can rest assured from the Sri Lanka side for the upcoming days about the any dominance or the power game that China wants to play within Ocean. The another problem country that has emerged in the recent months has been Maldives. We have seen Maldives President has been courted well by the Chinese side. There have been multiple bilateral agreements between the two sides, and he has been accorded a very grand welcome when he was in China recently, having his second foreign visit. So in that context, now it looks like Modi government will have a fresh approach, having realized the importance of Maldives and also the political hold that Muizzu exercises in Maldives, because the April election Majlis, he has been clearly given a very solid mandate by the people of Maldives. So with the changed realities, India will have to realign its push or its interaction with the Maldives side. We yesterday saw in the banquet, Maldives President was sitting just next to Prime Minister, and that clearly sends a very strong gesture and signal what India wants to have with Maldives and how Modi government is going to go ahead with the bilateral ties with Maldives.
Okay, you know, the Maldivian president, and we have those visuals of S. Jaishankar's interaction with him as well. He rode high on the India Out campaign to dislodge the India-friendly Ibrahim and Mohamed Saleh as well. And ever since, we've seen a lot of changes as far as the equation between the two countries is concerned. And this perhaps is a testament to that once again. Abhishek, many thanks for joining us with the latest. Speaking of the historic